single most important way to socially transform people. It's unique in our country. My background is former public school parent for many years, very involved, saw evidence of just how that achievement gap stretches from kindergarten to 5th grade. Became very interested in the whole educational process, so I went and got my credentials. Taught for a bit in public high school here in San Mateo and got very interested in language acquisition. 30% English language learner in our district. So I went back and got a master's in that and taught ESL at City College for a while, where, and I'm glad Anita Greer brought this up, I was actually shocked to see so many students getting passed through the San Francisco Unified School District coming in for remedial work at City College. So I've more or less been exposed to the education system from one aspect to another, from elementary to high school, community college, San Francisco State. My son just graduated from the UC system, so I think I have a very good overview of where kids come from and where they end up. And my priorities, were I to be elected, are very clear. As far as the achievement gap goes, I think the district really needs to make it a priority to get all children performing at the same level before they get into 4th grade, have the same good foundation in literacy and math skills so they can move ahead into their core content subjects and not start falling behind and having a confidence, self-esteem crisis. And by doing that, you save a lot of resources later on when they get to 12th grade, and some are performing at 12th grade level, some are at 9th grade level. I think if you hit it up early on, you save that money later on, and you have a much higher rate of success, much less chance of this whole remedial episode going on. I'm also very interested in English proficiency for all of our students. So 30%, there's good pedagogy out there. And we need to give our students, there's lots of different languages out there they're teaching, so I'm not just going to be focusing on, Latinos. The Asians have this problem too. You can give them that good focus on academic language that will make them successful when they go out to get jobs, when they have to fill out college applications. They know to differentiate between what types of language you use to do different types of tasks. Again, help them move through the system and be successful later on. Questions? I've been told my time is up. Yes?
What do you support to get children to the same level lessons?
Well, the district has now started having central resources that they've decided they're going to focus and allocate on areas where they need it. So I suggest it's a very obvious thing, assessing students more frequently instead of letting things slide, bringing in tutors, community-based organizations. It's pretty simple when they're young. Basically, you're learning how to read, you're learning math skills. So the children that aren't keeping up, you focus on them then, you pull them out, you give them more attention, more practice. It's easy to address those things then. If they have dyslexia, you analyze it early on, and you don't wait to make sure it's dyslexia after a year or two when it's almost already a very difficult thing to overcome or to work with. Yes?
I like that. That sounds great. But how do you do that when there's no money to do those things?
How do you do that when there's no money? Well, you have a lot of, I think a lot of it is education. There's a lot of community-based organizations. As I said, the district itself has just set up a central resource city. They've committed to actually identifying and putting those resources where they're needed. Also, schools make those individual decisions. They have site councils, they have budgets. And a lot of it is what the district decides to make its priority. They decide, they set what is going to be their mission or their strategic plan for the upcoming year. So if you focus on that, the schools follow with their site councils. You decide this is what we're going to focus on our school.